am perfection. I am perfect. I am the motherboard in every single circuit. I am the high price you pay even when you can't afford it. Yes, I am important, and I am worth it. I am the hard work you do and the funds too that you earn to make it. I am both the good and bad habits that you have, plus I am the will to break it. I am the air you breathe to live, plus the ability to give or take it. I am infinity plus possibility. I am the constant that is constantly consistent. I am the accepted resistance, the ending that goes on strong and persistent. I am spineless and relentless, a genius yet senseless, defensive and defenseless, the professed protag plus antagonist. I am everything. I am all of this.
Well, hello and welcome to your reading, Sagittarius. How are you guys doing? I had a very difficult time getting your cards to come out. This is like my third or fourth shuffle for you guys. And hopefully everything is going to go good now from this point forward, right? All right. You have number 34. Like you guys have had that number before. It says, he was a great commander, but ugly and squat, and so found himself rejected by two mighty kings. But a high official saw his value beneath his scars, sought him through the night, and won his aid. The traditional interpretation says, do not judge by appearances, or you may overlook great resources and opportunities. Instead, investigate things closely before making any judgment, especially in legal situations. Unless you are careful, your current affluence may slip away from you. Do not believe the rumors you hear about others. Remember that people may be spreading similar stories about you. The reflection says the meaning of this poem is clear and a frequent insight in divination poems. Do not judge by outward appearances, for to find a beautiful piece of jade, you first have to break open a plain piece of rock. Beware also of being condescending. The high official had to work to undo the damage done to the ugly commander, who later became the god of literature's chief attendant. Value everyone as an equal. So this is just a reminder not to judge a book by its cover. Not to judge people based on their looks rather than their abilities and behavior, you know. It's important, it's definitely important to give people a fair shake, you know. Sometimes we don't look, or sometimes we don't act the way we feel, or the way we look, rather, you know what I mean? Meaning, don't judge a book by its cover. Just know that a lot of times people are really beautiful on the inside, even if they don't look that great on the outside. Kind of like Beauty and the Beast type of energy. Nonetheless, let me tell you guys about some chamomile. Chamomile is about luck, prosperity, peace, draws prosperity and good fortune. Placed around the home or in baths, chamomile brings a calm and dispels stress. Brings in calm and dispels stress, okay? Chamomile. All right, you have the angel number 1414, stands for possibilities. Building strong foundations creates stability and welcomes in possibilities. All possibilities exist and are amplified when gratitude is felt for the foundations that are in place. Your affirmation is, I'm grateful for all that is and all that will be. I trust in the possibilities of what I desire or something greater. Okay. Also, you have reflection card. It says, between worlds, this is about transition. I'm no longer there, but not quite yet here. It's not wrong. It's simply a process, uncomfortable, but honest. A card about trusting this in-between moment. Where am I now between no longer and not yet? Can I stay with it without rushing or forcing? Good questions. And you have release. I stop fighting my fears and the hardships of life. I control my thoughts, live in the present moment, and accept each stage of life. I work on what I have, power over, and put into God's hands what I cannot change. I trust that everything will work out for the best. That's the best way to go, too, really. Okay. So, yeah, let's see what else you got. You have drama, creating problems, thirsty for attention, overreacting, and drama queen. If this is not your energy, it could be someone around you, okay? Ego, arrogance, having too much pride, being stubborn, and holding back. Party, having fun, clubbing, risky fun with friends. Be careful out there, guys, okay? You have this situation will backfire. So whatever situation you're trying to get into, it's not a good one. This situation will result in bad karma. Jeez, okay? Yeah, leave the situation alone. Well, I see why you're dealing with it. Hot sex, all about the attraction. Might be just physical, a new love affair. So you getting it on, huh, Sag? Gifts of love, token of affection, giving and receiving, embracing what you have. Also, you have harmony, working well together, being in tune, and building deep trust. What am I looking for outside of myself that is already within me? Good question. Are you looking for more guidance, confidence, peace, wisdom, love, or something else? When we search outside of ourselves, we can become overwhelmed, frustrated, and never feel quite good enough. It's time to go inward to find everything you seek. All the answers you need lie within you. Today's soul action is breathe in your favorite essential oil. Inhale deeply into your belly. Drop your shoulders and spend some time hanging out with your soul today. Ask for what you need and be ready for the answers. You have Vanessa. To make your decision, ask yourself which way brings me closer to my divine purpose and which way takes me away from it. You have Celeste. A happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher in positivity and new energy. You have Omega. Victory. Your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. Yay. You have workmanship and seminars, attending and giving speeches as part of your spiritual path and purpose. Be open to teaching and learning, okay? Also, solutions, success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience, forgiving and healing energies. Finally, you have 4 of Ariel. When we give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. Be careful, guys, okay? Change is not always a bad thing. All right? Okay, to start you guys off, you have the Justice card, that's Libra energy. You have the Sun, Leo energy, and the Hierophant, Taurus energy. I'm feeling like in order to receive justice or in order to move forward, you need to be fair and just. You need to, it calls on like some morality or whatever as well. It's going to turn out favorable. Anything done like karmic or justice-wise or legal-wise, it's going to come out good in your favor. It's positive. But it's telling you to kind of stick to this traditional way of doing things, or something to do with maybe a mentorship or guidance of some sort. I don't know. Let's get an alternative opinion. So let's see. Their interpretation says the Justice, Sun, and Hierophant cards together suggest a positive outcome, such as a fair and joyous resolution achieved through traditional means like a formal commitment, institutional guidance, or by adhering to established rules. This combination signifies a successful, balanced, and optimistic conclusion, often linked to a legal matter, marriage, or higher education. So if you're going back to school or some type of legal matter. In love and relationships, it says that marriage or formal commitment. This combination can point to a wedding or a significant traditional commitment, especially when the cards appear in a relationship context. Fairness and joy. The cards suggest a relationship that is both fair and joyful, bringing a sense of balance and deep happiness. Traditional partnership. The Hierophant points to conservative, traditional, and possibly spiritual partnership, while Justice ensures fairness, and the Sun adds in optimism to the union. In a career and finances, institutional success. The Hierophant suggests success within a structured environment, like a corporation or a university, some school or something. Legal or formal agreement. Justice signifies that a legal matter will be resolved fairly, while the Sun indicates a successful and optimistic outcome, possibly related to a contract or official agreement. Financial stability. The Hierophant points to using traditional financial institutions and sound conservative methods, with the Justice card ensuring a fair and equitable financial outcome. If you're looking at a general life situation, fair and positive resolutions, a situation is likely to conclude in a way that is both fair and has a positive and optimistic outcome. The adherence to the rules. The Hierophant indicates a need to follow established rules or a traditional path, which is ultimately rewarded with a positive outcome, as signified by the Sun and Justice cards. Formal or institutional guidance. Success can come through formal institutions, mentors, or established traditions, leading to a state of balance and happiness. So that's everything wrapped up in a nutshell, right? Okay. So at the center and base of your energy was the Devil card, okay? A Capricorn card, some type of obsession, addiction, toxicity, excess, codependency, something that has you bound, okay? What's crossing it, or could either be to the positive or the negative, is the High Priestess. This is hidden knowledge, intuition, your shadow self. It's crossing it. So what I'm seeing is you need to do some shadow work. There's some deep shadow work that needs to be resolved. Some things on the inside that you need to deal with. Okay? It's telling you that in the recent past, you needed to be strong, courageous, and confident. Okay? You needed to tap into your inner power. In the upcoming future, you have the Queen of Cups, which is healing. It's supportive healing energy. It's warmth. It's compassionate energy. Okay, this is towards self. All of this has to do with self. Okay, this is how you feel towards yourself, and so on and so forth. What your fear is, you're afraid of walking away, leaving go, or letting go, or leaving something behind, or being left behind. I'm not sure exactly which way that goes. Your hope is that you'll move forward successfully with willpower and determination, moving forward in success. That's your hopes. Okay. Your contribution to this reading is your energy is resilient and you're close to success. You might feel a little bit fatigued, but you're very persistent. Okay. Your person's energy, or the other added energy into the reading, is the Eight of Wands, which is about fast movement and sudden progression. Okay, a quick decision of some sort is coming up swiftly. What's going to put you into this Hanged Man type of energy, which means you're either going to have to sacrifice something that you want, or you're going to have to change your perspective. There might be some type of delay. You're in hold up in a Hanged Man position. The advice is to deal with your moon, deal with your illusions, deal with the hidden confusions and secrets, uncertainty. You're gonna have to go to the shadow. This is a shadow reading. This is about dealing with some shadow work. Okay, definitely get to the bottom of what's going on with you there, because you have some sort of blockage that is postponing and delaying some of your growth and movement that you would like to have. So you're gonna have to deal with that shadow side. You're going to have to do the shadow work, guys. It sucks, but it's that's what it's saying. Okay, Sag? Is there anything else, Spirit, that Sagittarius needs to know at this moment? What does Sag need to know right now at this moment? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, you've got the King of Pentacles. It's like a provider of wisdom, a support, financial stability, happy to share wealth with others. You may be on the verge of completing a major task or a project or business venture, something like that. Approach your final tasks with, I don't know, be positive, okay? And think it out. Be prepared, okay? This card's about stability, power, control, and success. So that is coming for you, but you've got to clear this blockage. What does Sag need to know about the moon? Why is the moon card here for Sagittarius? Why is the moon card here for Sagittarius? Why is the moon card here for Sagittarius, Spirit? Why is the moon card here? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Yeah, you need to go within. This is introspection. You've got to go in and figure out what's going on. Okay? with yourself. You got to clear this block, okay? But it's going to take some serious personal introspection. You're going to have to see yourself as who you really are. Yeah, you got the Page of Swords coming up. This represents new energy, but it's about projects and ventures. You may experience some conflict as you go, but your ability to reason, to communicate, using your intuition will guide you along the way. Okay, so just trust your gut. You're gonna have to trust your gut. You're gonna have to trust in your intuition, what you feel, versus what you see and hear. Okay, seriously, you need to deal with this shadow work. Spirit, what does Sagittarius need to know about the shadow work? What is it that they need to work with or work on? What's the holdup? Spirit, what's holding Sagittarius up? This blockage. I know it's shadow work, but what? Can you be more specific? Tell us about what work needs to be done for Sagittarius to move forward. What is it that Sag needs to do or deal with at this time? Okay. Oops, sorry. Gotta get the ones that fell. You have the Strength card here. Again. So, this is gonna require you to face fears or face something that you've been avoiding, something you don't want to deal with, but you need to. We've got the Hanged Man card again, which is telling you that, you know, it depicts like a shameful image of like a traitor or somebody being punished in a manner, you know, common at the time for traitors was, you know, to be hung. He's hanging upside down, viewing the world from a completely different perspective, and that's kind of what this is telling you to do, that you need to change your perspective on something, okay? Yeah, so this could be about self-sacrifice, but it's about new perspectives, okay? You're being put in suspension till you change your perspective, all right? But as soon as that happens, you have the Nine of Wands. Again, this is the second time that you had the Nine of Wands. You have it right here as well, okay? So it's just telling you that to keep going, to be resilient, to keep being persistent, use your courage and move forward. You're like in the final stretch. You're not completely done yet, but you know, you may be faced with a few more obstacles before you cross the finish line. But you can do it, you know. You may feel worn out, and you know, you just have to realize that you have the resilience and the ability to move steadfast, like to overcome, okay? Wherever, you know, whatever comes your way, you can do it. This is the last darkest, you know, the darkness before the dawn, the last, you know, so you can do this. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles, and this is all about, you know, new beginnings and opportunities, specifically, you know, dealing with money and health and vitality, and it will unlock the door. You just got to deal with you do the shadow work, okay? That's what I see, Sag. All right, so this has been your reading, guys. Hopefully it helps someone. If it resonates, please, you know, maybe leave a comment in the comments and let me know, you know, what you thought about it. And if it does resonate, let me know what's going on. You know, I appreciate that. Thank you guys for your likes and your subscriptions and your shares, your comments. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for the personal readings that you've scheduled. I so appreciate you guys. You mean the world to me. So I will see you guys next time, Sagittarius, okay? Be good to yourself and be good to others, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.